Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome to episode 0 of Hermitcraft series 4. Now, for those of you who've been on my channel for a little while, you guys will know that I always do these little episode zeros just to give you a rough guideline of what the Hermitcraft series is going to be about, what my plans are, and what I intend on building in the next couple of episodes. So that's essentially what's going to be happening today. It's not going to be a full-length episode. I was sort of humming and hawing about actually doing this one, but I thought, hey, it's probably necessary, you know, force a habit we've done in every single Hermitcraft series, so let's do another one. So here is the Hermitcraft server. I'm actually yet to log in. I've not seen any of the terrain or anything like that. So here we go. I'm excited. You guys should be excited as well. We've picked the seed, so let's do this. And here we are. We are underwater, which I wasn't really expecting, but this is Hermitcraft Series 4. So, before we start, I've got a bunch of things that I really want to mention. First off, unfortunately, I was not able to join all of the hermits for a big group recording session when the server first launched. Unfortunately, I was out for a meal with the family, which doesn't happen particularly often, and it overran pretty epically. Some of them hadn't seen each other for a very long time, everyone was chatting, had a really lovely night. It was a lovely meal, I have to say, but it does mean that unfortunately I missed the grand opening, which is such a shame, and I totally thought I was going to get there. And that actually brings me on to my next point, which is that for this series of Hermitcraft, I really want to be a more social member of the Hermitcraft server. Recently, we've sort of turned it into a bit of a single-player Let's Play, and that is going to be changing with Hermitcraft Series 4. I'm going to try my best to do a bunch of stuff with all of the other hermits. We're going to be doing collabs, pranks, and all that good stuff, so you have that to look forward to. And the final thing that I want to mention is, of course, we are playing in Minecraft 1.9. We're playing in Minecraft 1.9 pre-release 2, and as you can see, I have not updated my texture pack just yet, so I'm playing with the vanilla textures, and boy, oh boy, does it look ugly, or at least it looks ugly to me. As someone that's used to Faithful, this definitely looks horrible, so I'll be updating that over the next couple of days, because it is disgusting. So, by the look of things, I have arrived in the main area. I believe this is known as the residential area. This is where this is the blue residential district, and it looks like this is where a lot of the hermits are going to be setting up. So we have Impulse's base right there, which is absolutely beautiful. We have this lovely, lovely house up here, which is pretty gorgeous. I'm trying my best not to spoil anything, but there are some farms and things. I'm definitely going to need some food shortly, because otherwise I'm going to die off. But as you can see, we're in a mesa biome, which is, yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's something completely different. We're not playing an amplified terrain this season, which is a little bit of a shame, I guess you could say. But then again, the big deal with amplified terrain was the fact that it isolated quite a lot of the hermits. You know, you had your bases, they're all miles apart, so hopefully this should bring some of us together. And I know that a lot of us are planning on sticking around the mesa biomes for at least the first couple episodes. I know I personally am, so that's something that I'm very excited to work on. But I guess the first thing that I've got to do in episode 0 is I've got to find myself a place where I want to be. So I'm going to grab like a few cobblestone blocks and maybe a few signs, and we will chuck down a little marker. Now, of course, because this is episode 0, we're not going to be doing anything particularly dramatic. We're just going to be getting the very, very basic resources whilst discussing plans and what I want to do in the Hermitcraft series. So I think the first thing that I want to mention is building style, okay? The building style that I want to go for is going to be completely different from what I did in Hermitcraft Series 3 and in Hermitcraft Series 2. I either want to go with sandstone. Oh no! First death! Oh! Oh, I thought we were a goner then. I forget that the mobs are a little bit more hardcore in Minecraft 1.9, so you've got to be extra careful. But as I was saying, I want to go for a completely different style. No stone bricks, we're not going to be using iron, we're not going to be using compressed ice. Instead, I want to either go for a hardened clay sort of style, or I want to go for a sandstony style. Now, when I say sandstone, I mean like Doc M77 World Tour way back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember it, but he had like a crazy sandstony world inside an ice biome, I seem to remember, and it was absolutely mega. And that's sort of the style that I would really like to go for in this world, but I don't know how well I'll be able to recreate it. So maybe it might be better to go with the hardened clay, because that might be a tiny bit easier, but who knows? I'm going to try my best to work that out over the next couple episodes, because that's something that I definitely want to get right. But I feel there is a small chance I've got a little bit ahead of myself right here, because we haven't even got ourselves a decent place to stay just yet. Now, I'm thinking I am going to claim this piece of land right here. I mean, this place here, you know, we have got all of that over there. We've got the nether portal on that side, then we've got this nice canyon right here, and this is where I want my base to be. So we're going to be building it on this side of the canyon, away from some of the other chaps, and this gives us a perfect opportunity to build a nice bridge, or something like that. I've never really built a bridge in Minecraft before, so that'll be a new experience, probably going to be horribly ugly. But anyway, let's chuck down our sign. We're going to call it Mumbo's Future Abode. I think that's probably the best sign I can possibly put down. So there we go, Mumbo's Future Abode, and that's sort of going to be in this sort of area. Don't know how big it's going to be, and I don't really know what I'm going to do in terms of style. That will all be coming in the next episode of Hermitcraft, so you've got that to look forward to. But the final thing that I want to mention in this episode 0, as I say, this is like an introduction to the series, is that we have got a bunch of new additions to the Hermitcraft server. We have got 5 new hermits, which is extremely exciting. 2 of them are currently online. We have got Iskal and also Ren the dog. So you can check those guys out, as well as a bunch of the new hermits, and they will all be down in the description. All of them are absolutely fantastic content creators, and I can't wait to see what they do on the Hermitcraft server. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I'm going to be doing in this episode 0. As I say, this is just the introduction to the Hermitcraft server. I cannot wait to get started, and I hope that you guys are looking forward to it as well. But if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.